Is my microphone picking up the mic? What's going on? Is it because I have a white shirt on? That's racist.
Oh man. Oh my god. Wow, that literally, oh, that's a fucking sick mug.
It's actually Iron Bean coffee, and then they put the Deadpool logo in it.
That's fucking sick. Why has it only got one eyeball?
Because it's so old, the paint is gone.
Oh, okay. I show me that again.
Here, hold on. Let me try to get the.
Bro, no lie. That just looks like the legitimate look of the mug. Like that's how it came, because I could see that the Deadpool logo is like dripping down, and it looks like the other eye is like dripping while the other eye is solid.
I thought it was missing some paint, but no, that's it. Like the paint is not like, you know, you can tell when the paint's missing, but no, that's how it's supposed to be.
No shit. That's actually pretty twisted. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the festivities this evening.
Howdy. How we doing?
We doing?
Oh yeah.
We had an amazing start to phase 5 this weekend.
Fuck yeah, we did. That was a really good start, dude.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, you and I have talked about it a little bit off stream, but I think it was a good start for phase 5. It leaves you satisfied as far as like story, the way everything was played out. You know, again, I have my qualms, but that's because I know things about the comics that
they were very small qualms that don't hinder the overall performance of this movie.
No, not at all. And we will try not to spoil it for everybody. Tubbs, what's up, buddy? Tanner, good evening.
Yeah,
brother.
we're gonna do
how are we doing?
We'll like, if we're gonna
skate around it.
Yeah, we're gonna try to skate as much around the spoilers of this movie, because it's still fresh. It's still fresh in everybody's mind. It's still fresh on the market. It literally came out on Friday, so
yeah,
it's a 2-day-old film, so we got to dance around the a lot of things. We have to dance around a lot of things.
We aren't gonna ruin it for you. You know, we'll talk about some different things, but we aren't gonna ruin it for you.
I did want to say
it was a very good. I thought it was a good movie.
I did too.
I left the movie theater for the first time since, you know, what was it, Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
And I wasn't, you know, I was happy that I went to the theater.
I genuinely can't remember the last time I went to a movie theater, but it was not to see Ant-Man Quantumania. I think
you watched it incorrectly.
I watched it incorrectly because I was too lazy to drive up the street to the cinema.
So you said, I asked you, I was like, so are you gonna go watch it? And you're like, yeah, 100% tomorrow. And then you send me like, I mean, it was like, it couldn't have been enough time to watch the movie.
No, it was the length of the movie, at least.
That's what I'm saying. You were like, give it a 7.2, and I'm like,
yeah, it was. So I was like,
the legitimate length of the movie. I was like, I'm pretty sure this guy just watched it.
Yeah, it was an incorrect watching, but you know, one of these days I'm gonna go back to the cinema to watch one of these, and then we're gonna start the ball all over again of going every year.
Warzone wasn't terrible today. Oh yeah. What
He's a fucking liar. That shit was dog shit when we played.
I mean, what I saw when you guys were playing was, you know, it was iffy.
It was horrible.
How'd the tournament go, Tubbsy? What tournament was it? Was it Tezzy's again?
Yeah, it was Tezzy and Tez again.
Are they doing that like every month now?
I guess so. I guess so.
Like it.
But yeah, it was bad. It was bad this morning.
I mean, with the new update, that's just the way shit's gonna be.
Oh, 100%. So let's get into this review a little bit about the movie. There was one scene that I absolutely loved, and I won't spoil it, but I will like tell you what the.
I was gonna say I'll know what you're talking about if you describe.
So,
pieces. took third, just barely got knocked out. Hey,
And you may even remember this from another film.
mm-hmm.
Do you remember the sequence in Far From Home? The sequence that Peter was thrown into?
No, like
the possibility from Ant-Man. The possibility, probability, whatever the fuck it was called. The possibilities.
Yeah.
Very, very reminiscent of Far From Home with Spider-Man and Mysterio, and I thought that was fucking awesome.
It was funny because you got different points. Like you got, again, y'all, this doesn't ruin anything, but you got so many different versions of fucking Paul Rudd. Like it was just like, what? It's so chaotic.
Dude, I started dying when the one possibility just showed up out of nowhere. I was crying from laughter, dude.
Yes.
Yo, tell us what's going on, brother.
I knew the last hand was that one.
Dude.
Like, really?
I was crying, yo. That shit was so funny. There were a lot of funny moments. For as serious as this movie was, there were a lot of really funny moments.
I expect that out of this character. You know, it's the whole concept is we don't need every Marvel film to be a fucking comedy. And with Ant-Man and these characters, we expect that.
Well, it's also the actor that plays the character as well. You know, you can't put a comedic actor into a superhero role and make it 100% serious. I mean, let's be real. This is going out of the superhero realm. I mean, look at Nick Offerman as Bill in The Last of Us. There were very, very small moments where he either said something or he did something that was just funny because he's a comedic actor.
Right.
He's a comedian.
And that role was made for Nick Offerman.
Oh my god, that was such a perfect role for him, dude.
Survivalist, just out to be himself, fuck everything and everyone else, and then to turn it into what they did. Again, if you haven't seen any of the
such a beautiful episode, bro. That was such a beautiful episode.
Even if you haven't played the game, go watch the show. It's absolutely
amazing. So good. I just watched episode 5.
Your fucking eyes out.
Dude,
I need to watch 6. It should be out today.
Dude, episode 3 of The Last of Us was so heartbreaking. It was so well written. It was
so
like it tugged on your emotions in a way that a zombie show should not.
No.
You know what I mean?
You know, we had The Walking Dead for a while, which I
love you too, brother.
I watched a little bit of it. I watched like the first couple seasons, and then it got dull, right?
I watched after Negan killed Glenn and Abraham, but not because he killed them, because the show took a dramatic turn in the quality.
It just wasn't as good as it was. Like I said, I think I watched the first like 2, maybe 3 seasons.
Okay.
I mean, I know about Negan and all that, and like. There's just so many more plethora of characters.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan was so good as Negan.
Yeah,
he was so good.
This show, like whether you've played the game or not, watch it. Don't even second guess it. It's so fucking well written.
It really is, dude.
It follows the game. I would say like 98%.
100%, bro.
2% that they changed made it that much better.
Yeah, so like with episode 3, they fleshed out the story of Bill and Frank because in the game, if you've ever played it, and if you haven't played it, you probably should because it's a very good game. I didn't even finish the first game, and I want to go back and I want to play the whole game.
I have been debating on doing a Last of Us stream playthrough.
I'm thinking of it as well.
I did Uncharted, and I mean, those games are good, but they're just...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was one of those, like, I'd played through, like, 2 or 3, and I was like, all right, on to the next something.
Because, right.
because they do get redundant, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
know?
But The Last of Us, what I did play, which wasn't much, what I did play was a very good, very well written story.
Yeah.
And I mean, Troy Baker in just about every project that he's ever done is such an incredible voice actor and bringing people to life.
The mocap that they did for this game with Ashley Johnson, and I mean, you're talking young Ashley Johnson,
right?
And you know, the interaction between those two, you could truly tell that they were invested in those characters and making this such a good fucking game.
100%, dude.
Of the interaction, like you could have just close your eyes and listen to it, and you could feel the emotion that between those two.
Oh, 100%.
The entire fucking thing.
100%. But
yeah, we had this storyline which in the games really wasn't touched on by any means.
It didn't even exist. All we knew was Frank was his partner.
Yeah, so you run along, you find Frank or Bill because obviously Joel has traded with him in the past,
right?
And you find Bill. He's a very eccentric person. He kind of acts like a dick in the game because he is.
He's very reclusive.
Yeah, and they come across this body hanging, and Bill says that's got to be Frank. He's the only idiot I'd know to wear a shirt like that, and he's wearing like the flannel that he wore in the show.
Right.
And Joel was like, "Oh, a friend of yours, blah blah blah," and he said we were partners, and that was it.
Yeah, it didn't
he
dive
cuts him
in.
Down. He, you see that like he had a bite on his arm. Joel makes a comment. He's like, he probably, hung himself so he wouldn't turn and hurt anybody. Blah blah blah.
Right.
And then you leave the city, and that's the last time you hear of Bill throughout the entire series.
Yep.
So he just goes off, and you never see anything of it. And then they turned that entire interaction into an entire episode.
Oh my god!
They turned it into a full 1 hour story.
It was so fucking
Bill
good,
and Frank. And dude, I mean,
it was such a good
I'm
episode.
A fucking softy nowadays. I guess because I'm fucking old. I don't know, but like,
it was a great episode, man.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was such a good episode.
They've done so good with the show in general.
100%. I just watched episode 5.
I'm looking forward to season 2, just because. But
yeah, season 2, that'll be rough. That'll be rough.
It's one of those where like exactly what's happening and what's gonna happen, but it's still gonna fuck you up. Because, like the first episode, I knew Joel's daughter got killed. I knew she got shot.
Yeah.
And dude, it hit me so fucking hard. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
It was definitely rough to watch.
With the lights off and just sit here and under my desk and cry like a fucking baby because it was just like I knew it was coming. I knew exactly. But Oscar.
Fucking,
yeah. Dude,
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, Pedro as Joel. Fucking beautiful.
Incredible. It's incredible.
So good. Yeah.
It's very very difficult to play that kind of a character and deliver as well as Troy Baker did, and I think Pedro Pascal hits every nail on the head.
Oh, if you didn't know any better, you would think that Pedro did the mocap for the game.
100%.
Because he moves like Joel, he talks like Joel.
He acts like Joel.
They've played the game, they both have, so they know how everything interacts, how it works.
Right.
But they have taken that role and just made it something so much more like
100%, dude. And the dynamic between Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal, you could tell that there's a lot of chemistry between the two. They work very well together in this kind of a project. So I think that'll make it even harder for when season 2 does come out, based off of what happens in the second game.
I would imagine we get probably a good, like, I'm thinking about the game itself.
Well, they said they're gonna break out the second game into 2 seasons. They're gonna break it
Right,
into two
so
seasons. So I would imagine the final
I
episode of the first season or season 2. I'm sorry.
I don't think it's gonna be that long.
You don't
I
think
bet it
so?
happened. No, I put money like second, maybe third episode in.
Damn, that early?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I mean,
Does it happen
you
that
didn't.
early in the game?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
shit.
So like you start off in the game and you're playing as Joel. And are you playing as Joel or are you playing as
Well,
Ellie?
don't say anything because that's all I know about the game, and I don't want anything spoiled for me.
Yeah, no, like I'm just trying to remember. Like it does happen. Like I would venture to say like 95% of the game you're
Damn.
playing as Ellie. You play as Ellie.
Holy shit. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So that's why I'm like second, maybe third episode, depending on how much they stretch it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
What the fuck were we talking about before this? Oh, we were talking about
talking
the
about Ant-Man.
comedic actors and all that
Yeah.
shit and Nick Offerman, and that's where we went off into Last of Us land. Now we're reeling ourselves back into Ant-Man. Dude, overall fantastic film.
I think it was like I said, a solid start to Phase 5.
Is it common knowledge who MODOK is? Like
I don't
common
think
knowledge
so.
who played MODOK, I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
As
cool.
far as Darren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Cool.
should be because I mean it's been
It was
it's
all
been-
over. It was
it's
all
been
over.
leaked, teased, talked about, and I mean I think it's even in the credits.
And I think we've
Uh,
talked about it multiple times in this
Yeah.
podcast because of this fucking wizard that is
Yeah.
the Marvel Updates page that is not the official Marvel Updates, but they seem to know everything about Marvel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was fucking hilarious. Every time I saw MODOK on screen, I started uncontrollably giggling because he had
Dude.
little arms and little legs, and
Yeah, this fucking
bro,
dangly
he didn't
legs.
even look
Yeah.
like Corey Stahl. His face was so fucking
No, because-
stretched out, dude.
Well,
It
so
was
the-
so funny.
At first, the wife was like, "Wow, that's really shitty." I'm like, "No, that's what MODOK looks like."
Yeah.
Like MODOK is literally just a giant head that is like smashed into this suit with little arms and little legs. Like he's
So
just
funny, dude.
so goofy looking. And
Oh
but
my
yeah.
god, dude. I was dying every time he showed up on screen. I was just laughing my ass off.
Again, not gonna spoil anything, not gonna ruin anything, but the part where Ant-Man goes in and he's like, "All right, Darren, I'm in," and it's radio
And he
silence.
doesn't
And he's like-
answer him.
and he doesn't answer, and he goes, "MODOK, what?" What? He goes, "I'm in." He's like, "Okay." Just the interaction there. He's like, "I don't give a shit what you do. You don't have to
It's
update
so
me every
funny,
step
bro.
of the way." Like it
It was
was
so funny. But it was like he literally, because early on, he was like, Darren died when I was put in this suit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I am
Darren died when you left him here.
Yeah.
Is what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I am
So
MODOK.
fucking good. So good. dude.
Bro, I was crying, dude. And then the
And
one.
I fucking called it from the start. People bitched about the way MODOK looked from the get. They're like, why is he all gold? Why blah 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 blah? And I was like, it's gonna be a mask.
Yeah,
I
it's gonna
guarantee
be
it's a
armor,
mask.
and it's gonna reveal
then-
somebody big.
Lo and fucking behold, it was a mask that dropped down. I was like, huh,
Yeah,
could have guessed that one. And then people haven't said a fucking word about it. They're like,
no.
oh, it's MODOK. What the fuck ever.
Oh man, it was. I was not expecting. Like, we knew MODOK was gonna be in this movie from months ago.
Yeah.
A year ago, we knew MODOK was gonna be in this film. But I always like. We've even talked about it. Like, that's a weird time to put MODOK into the MCU, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, it worked out. It worked out. He was being used by Kang, so I mean,
Yeah.
dude, we gotta talk about Kang in as little spoilery as we can.
So There's actually a picture on this updates. If you scroll down to January 14th, right? It's the scene of him sitting in his chair, which, you know, is iconic from the comics.
Yeah.
Which obviously they've redesigned it a little bit, but he's sitting there in his suit in this throne, and he's just kind of like sitting there with his arm hanging off. That just explains how nonchalant this character is.
Oh, 100%, dude. He just looks like a pimp sitting in that chair. He looks like he couldn't give a fuck.
Just the simplistic, like when things were going down or when he needed things to get done, just the simple flick. And you just knew he was fucking like, I don't care what happens to you. If I get what I need, I'll let you go. If not, I will destroy you.
Right. And everybody you love.
Everything.
Like, dude,
Jonathan Majors is such a good actor to begin with.
Oh my God, dude.
Version of Kang that we have is so, oh my God.
So fucking powerful, dude. But yeah. I feel like this is, like we said before we started, this is
a single ripple in a
right.
I mean,
this is, we haven't seen fucking anything yet in terms of power level. Dude, he's gonna blow the roof off of Thanos all day, every day, in every sense of the word. I don't think anybody knows what the fuck is coming. You know, we know
there was a
generally
scene where, again, I'm not without ruining anything.
It's so hard not to spoil anything because there's a lot to unpack in this movie.
There is. That's why I'm kind of picking different moments that really don't, like, they don't really matter.
Right.
It truly shows the character's depth. Where he drops down and just obliterates with no second thought.
Oh yeah, like, dude.
Oh.
Giving people the business, dude.
Oh, you know.
And we also saw that he's a expert hand-to-hand combatant. We're not gonna say
we saw that,
what that was.
We saw that in the trailer. You know, we saw a decent amount of that in the trailer.
Right. Oh, dude.
But yeah, Ant-Man gets fucking wrecked.
He gets the fucking brakes beat off of him, man. Like, he gets fucked up.
Like we've talked about, like, you know, there's more to Kang than just he's a, you know, Nexus level type character. You know, he's traveled every timeline, every iteration. He's been to the beginning, he's been to the end, and he's learned every form of hand-to-hand combat.
Right.
You know, mixed martial arts. He's done it all. He's done it all because he's traveled his entire life, because he's able to do that with the help of that throne.
Right, right.
And he has that 40th century tech that obviously that's how he, you know,
gets his abilities and shit.
Be as powerful as he is, because without that suit, he is just a genius.
Yeah.
But that suit offers a lot of fucking power.
Yeah, it does. Holy shit, dude.
God. Yeah, I think it.
He was destroying shit with his hands, bro. Like,
I mean, just
that's all it took. Bam.
Thanos had to do that with the gauntlet, and it hurt him.
Yeah.
You know, like, Thanos was powerful, mind you, but
100%.
It took a lot of effort for him to do things.
Right.
Whereas Kang, just all he needs to do is wave his fucking magic hand, and you're obliterated.
Yeah. Because if you remember with Thanos, not only did he need the glove, but he also had to have the exact thought down to a T in his brain for it to work out the way that he wanted it to work out. Whereas Kang looks at you.
Yeah, and to say Kang didn't break a sweat to do the things he did,
that's an understatement. Understatement to the max, bro.
He didn't even have to think. He was like, you know what? I feel like making a bagel, and you're dead.
Yeah, dude, there was no effort put into anything that Kang did, because he is that fucking powerful. He literally,
I'm excited to see,
puts his hand out, sends a shockwave, fucking destroys shit. Like, Dude, he literally does not have to fucking do a thing in order to completely devastate and level an entire realm that he is in. Yo, what's going on, C's? Thank you for saving a civilian, brother.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
I think we have a very good, we have a solid standard for the start of
100%, dude. I'm just glad that they showed our big bad that is going to be reigning supreme for the next couple of years, because they did not do that with Thanos.
No,
they didn't do that with Thanos.
Obviously, the Kang Dynasty doesn't come out until
2026.
26.
No, 2025. I'm sorry, and then Secret Wars comes out in 26.
So yeah, we've got a good while before Kang Dynasty comes out.
We've got more than 2 years, bro.
A lot of projects in between.
Yo, what's up, Thumper? How we doing, bro?
That will, kind of set the ground.
100%.
This is something I was talking about with the wife as well. Sorry for the message earlier. Forgot about the podcast. Did you message me? My bad. It didn't pop up if you did. No big deal. I was like, I was looking at the projects, and really we don't have a whole lot of like Kang inspired projects coming up,
right?
Other than Loki, because it was touched on He Who Remains, obviously, at the end of Loki. But as far as like the rest of the projects, unless they start to kind of blip him in,
well, somehow, they are. There's something in this information on Marvel updates that we will read. Gotcha. That will give us a little bit of information into what's coming with Kang. Cool. Yeah, dude. Speaking of Loki season 2. Nope, I'm not even gonna say it because that's a spoiler. So. Yeah. I was gonna talk about that a little bit, but nope. That is no.
Yeah.
Go watch Ant-Man.
We don't. Yeah, go watch it. Go watch it. We'll give you a week.
Yeah.
Well, no, we'll give you
2 weeks for when the next episode is.
2 weeks till the next podcast, and then
we'll unfold
unload
everything that comes with Ant-Man. Overall though, fantastic movie. Great start to phase 5. Movie gets a solid 7.2 from me.
Jesus. I gave it a solid 7.
I like it.
Because again, I had some small qualms, but they'll be, hopefully they'll be either addressed or,
I had a couple small qualms, pretty much the same ones as you. But Jonathan Majors added a couple points back. So
yeah.
And I'm talking like the point after the point. So like instead of a 7, it gets a 7.2 because Jonathan Majors, his performance added on to that.
It was a good one.
It. Very solid, very good film. So if y'all haven't seen Ant-Man, I mean it just came out, so we're not blaming you,
fresh.
But if
yesterday it dropped yesterday.
Yeah. So definitely go check out Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Again, I gave it a 7.2 out of 10. Doug gave it a 7 out of 10. It's a fantastic movie. I don't grade these movies lightly. That's why there's random like point somethings afterwards instead of just like 7.5 or 7. Like I try to, if it's a clear cut 7, it's a clear cut 7. But if there's something that I like, I will add like a 0.1, 2, 3, 4, blah 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 blah. Very rarely will I do 7.5. It'll be 7.4 or 6 for the most part. But that being said, go watch the fucking movie. It's a great movie. Highly recommend. Good. Now,
and this is the start to phase 5. So.
Yeah, I'm very excited. The next phase 5 film to come out is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
No. I read a thing where Guardians is actually not part of phase 5. It is still part of phase 4.
What?
Yeah. I don't remember where I saw it, but it is not part of Phase 5.
What?
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it.
How? It's coming out? What?
Because it's the timeline. It's the timeline. It's not included. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Phase 4.
Where do you see that? Because here it's saying Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will now release in 2023, one of the first films in Phase 5.
Oh, okay. So was originally supposed to be the beginning of Phase 4. It was delayed and now be the first films of Phase 5. Okay, so yeah, they changed it around. It was supposed to be the foundation of the original Phase 4, so maybe that's what I saw.
Gotcha.
But that also begs the question, is it, still timeline-wise Phase 4?
I think Kevin Feige also said it was supposed to end Phase 4 at one point, but then got pushed back as well because of COVID and all that. Like, they started filming that movie a while ago. So, who the fuck knows?
Anyway.
But speaking of Marvel, we are now going to give you guys some Marvel news from the Marvel updates page.
Again, take this information with a grain of salt.
But take it with like a very heavy grain of salt.
Yeah.
Or a very light grain of salt.
Pretty accurate. We haven't seen, there's been a few that don't match up, but then there's been a lot. There's been a
lot that comes to fruition. So, to kick off the Marvel updates, Kazar will be one of the villains of Thunderbolts that begins filming on June 12th.
Yeah, which the basis behind Thunderbolts is they're supposed to be going to the Celestial to collect either adamantium or vibranium. I can't remember one of the two. They're trying to bring adamantium into
yeah, you literally fumbled that word twice within 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, they're trying. I'm pretty sure they're trying to introduce it into the MCU.
Well, they have to at some point. Well, I mean, they have to because Wolverine is going to be in Deadpool 3.
Right.
Unless he's got his bone claws, but I don't think he does because it's set before. It's set before the events of Logan.
Before Logan, but
apparently
Logan takes place in a different timeline. Right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of Wolverine, he has his bone claws. Because he goes through, like, what's his face? Not his mentor, but the guy he saves cuts off his claws.
Yeah.
So he's got his bone claws at the end of Wolverine, but then in Logan takes place in a completely separate timeline.
Right.
Than what any of the other ones.
And apparently in this one, Wolverine and Deadpool have known each other for quite some while because they despise one another.
Yeah.
Which tells me that this is far into both of their careers as superheroes, anti-heroes, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah.
We'll see.
What's next? Oh, this one.
Matt Shockman has confirmed that the filming of Fantastic Four will begin in early 2024, which also goes with the information that Kevin Feige has revealed. Where'd it go?
Sue Storm will be cast first, and the rest of the team will be formed around her.
Yeah, casting for Fantastic Four will start this month, so February, and Sue Storm will be cast first, which I don't think it really matters. I think you should, if anything, I feel like you should cast Richards first.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it's kind of weird that they're casting the rest of the Fantastic Four around Sue. Because Reed is the founder of the Fantastic Four and the first family of Marvel.
A singular female in mind for Sue, and then trying to find 4 more male characters that work well with her. that can be the only thing I think of.
Right.
That's the only thing I can think of is they already have their Sue.
Right. It's also
So-
how old are they going to make these characters? Are these characters going to
Right.
be younger? Are they going to be middle-aged? Are they going to be... I mean, I don't think they
I'm
would
gonna
be
go
old.
No, I'm gonna go with middle-aged. Already have their powers, because if Kang is gonna be, which again, that's on this list of information that we're gonna have.
Right.
If we have a Kang introduction, I believe they're already gonna have their powers and they're gonna be middle-aged. Yo, Mark, appreciate that, brother.
I mean, they have to. I feel like they kind of have to, because we're too late into Marvel for an origin story.
We don't need another origin for Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we've
good.
seen multiple origin stories for the Fantastic Four.
Bring me the team in, and they've been at it for a good,
right,
10 years, 15 years. It puts them in.
Give me an
30s.
experienced Fantastic Four.
Yeah, exactly. Give me an experienced team.
Right.
I'd be good with that.
Because I mean, with where they're being introduced, with the filming taking place in 2024, we're looking at either a 2025 or definite latest 2026
I was gonna say, don't we
release.
I thought we had a release.
I don't know. These release dates keep changing, man.
I mean, they fluctuate so much because this project gets pushed or that project gets pushed.
So like Deadpool 3 is taking place, or took the original release spot of the Fantastic Four movie that's coming out. So like I can't figure out what is what anymore with these times, like with these release dates, aside from the ones that are 1000% set, like Guardians, fucking everything that is coming out within 2-3 months is set in concrete. It's set in stone. But the rest of them, like, it's so difficult to pinpoint what the fuck is going on with some of these movies and when they're coming out. Like, I've stopped.
It's hard, yeah.
I've stopped trying to figure out when they're coming out, because one second
until we have a solid date, it's so difficult to...
But even when we do have a solid date, we had multiple solid dates for Blade, for Daredevil, for fucking this, for that, for Deadpool, and they all got pushed because the Blade production and writing and casting fell apart, and now they started from the ground up again to rewrite the Blade script because Mahershala Ali wasn't happy with the script. They didn't specify why, but I would imagine they weren't happy. He wasn't happy with the way the story was going and felt like they could do better, because it is going to be a PG-13 version of the character, which is kind of shitty. So, I mean, Blade's one of those characters, man, where like you could delve into the R-rated field and it'll work perfectly. I mean, Wesley Snipes succeeded 3 times as Blade in an R-rated setting. So, the fact that they're going with a PG-13 setting is kind of weird to me. It's kind of odd. So maybe that's part of the reason why Mahershala Ali wasn't happy. I guess we'll find out though.
Could be. Yeah.
Next up, we've got Clea will become the new Sorcerer Supreme in Doctor Strange 3. Clea is played by Charlize Theron. That is her.
She's a hall pass, by the way.
Yes, absolutely.
The wife already knows.
Absolutely. 1000%. Next up, we've got Kingpin will be featured in the last 4 episodes of Echo. Echo comes out in a couple of months.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Last time we saw... Yeah, it's like June, July something.
I think.
Yeah. I'm excited for Echo, man. That's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. And Vincent D'Onofrio will be coming back as Kingpin, so that's fucking lit.
Yeah. So we've got this. I kind of touched on this a little bit, but this involves a Fantastic Four. This is why I think we're gonna have an already somewhat experienced team. If you remember from a couple podcasts ago, we talked about the plot of it. Sue and Reed will get married in the new Fantastic Four movie. What just happened there? They will get married in the new movie.
Right.
But a variant of Kang, remember, variant.
There are literally thousands of variants of Kang.
there's thousands of variants of every single Marvel character there is.
Yeah.
Specifically Kang because he jumps timelines. But he will make an appearance in Fantastic Four, the new movie. So
hell yeah.
Which also Doctor Doom, I'm ready. I want to see it.
Well, I think they said that Doctor Doom wasn't going to be the main villain of this Fantastic Four film.
No, he won't. He's supposed to make an appearance. Again, this information, take it with a grain of salt, heavy grain. He's supposed to make an appearance in Thunderbolts.
Okay.
Yeah.
This Guardians of the Galaxy poster looking pretty cool. We've got Sean Gunn as Kraglin.
Yep.
We've got What's-Her-Face as Mantis. Chris Pratt, obviously, as Star-Lord. Peter Quill.
Star-Lord.
Batista as Drax. Dude, he got fat as fuck for this movie.
Yeah.
Not like fat as fuck, like muscle, like fat.
Nah, he put on some weight.
Dude looks like a rhinoceros. And speaking of rhinoceroses, what the fuck is up with Groot, bro? Why does Groot look like
Groot
Batista?
Is a fucking tank.
Groot looks like what
Groot's
Batista
over
looked
here,
like.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious to see, like, we've talked about this. We've seen some new trailers. I think you and I both think that Adam Warlock is a little far late.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see what they do with it. I think we have a 50-50 shot of either losing Drax or Rocket.
100%.
We know Drax, or we know Dave Batista is no longer playing.
Yeah,
Drax,
he doesn't want to play
we
Drax
also
anymore.
know- yeah. We also know this is the last of the Guardians.
For the time being.
Right. Yeah.
This is
we
the
won't have
last
any more Guardians movies for the time being.
This is the last Guardians film, but not the last inclusion of them, I would assume.
No. So yeah, I'm curious. I think it's funny that they have Cosmo
Yeah.
so heavily, like he's in the posters, he's in the trailers, like
Right.
he's not really, I mean, he is a Marvel character, but
Yeah. And then you got Nebula and you've got Gamora, the sisters. Like I said, man, green women, they just get me. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool looking poster. I actually really like this poster. It's simple, it's colorful, it's bright, and it gets to the point of who your cast is.
Yep.
Aside from Will Poulter as Adam Warlock for whatever fucking reason.
We'll
this
see.
late into the Marvel world.
We don't know the actual plot behind the movie.
I just
we
don't
know
understand,
that-
like, what kind of plot can you have with Adam Warlock? Like, that's the thing. The only
I don't
real
know.
plot that he was ever involved in was the
What's
Soul.
the Infinity Gauntlet?
Yeah, it was the Infinity Gauntlet with the fucking Soul World and all the heroes getting sucked into the Soul Stone and trying to find a way out of the Soul Stone. It doesn't make fucking sense why Adam Warlock is in the
Now
third
we're
film.
just-
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
now we're just gonna have Adam Warlock as this BA character and supposed to be. He was probably told, "Hey, the Guardians are your worst enemies. Blah blah blah. Go destroy them."
Right. Probably
If that
something
is the
along
entire
those lines.
plot of the movie, it's not gonna be that good. I hate to say it, but
Yeah.
there's only, again, a good movie can be ruined by the story. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
We'll
I'm
see.
still excited for Guardians. This was a team of heroes that I was not familiar with until they were introduced all the way in 2014.
The one thing that I love about these movies is the soundtrack.
Oh my god, dude, the 70s
soundtracks
music
are all
on
dude,
point.
so good. First and second film, I thought the first Guardians was so good.
Oh my god, they were incredible. Both of them were.
Yeah.
They were both really good fucking movies.
Very well done. So.
And like you said, if the plot point of the third one is just Adam Warlock being told that the Guardians are the worst thing since sliced bread, and that
it's gonna ruin it.
It'll be very difficult to make that a good film.
Yeah, I mean, we the trailer is all over the place.
Yeah, I can't
so
really
you can't
pinpoint
really-
what's going on with that.
Yeah, we can't really pinpoint any type of storyline. We just know we've seen, obviously they're fighting, Adam Warlock and a couple different things.
Right. As far as we know, they're fighting Adam Warlock.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's obviously we've seen a few things, but I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
Michelle Yeoh will return as Ying-Nan and Shang-Chi too. So,
sweet. I can't wait for Shang-Chi too.
Oh, that movie was so fucking
good.
The
first one was incredible, dude.
Excellent. I thought it was excellent, yeah.
I loved it.
Which this kind of tied in with the rest of the things. Kevin Feige revealed news regarding Fantastic Four, and then very shortly after that was the fact that casting will start up this month.
Yeah.
So that was probably the announcement that was made.
Well, I mean, this update was 5 days ago. February 14th. The Fantastic Four one.
Yeah.
Yo, Ursa, thank you for saving a civilian, brother.
And then the casting information was the 16th. So
okay.
That may be what they were talking about, or we may have another.
We might have something.
Yeah.
Might have a little something. Kevin Feige has revealed that production of Blade will begin soon. I'm very excited to see where this movie's gonna go. I'm very excited to see Mahershala Ali as Blade. Now, so since we're on the topic of Blade for the moment, can we talk about how my dude Michael Jai White was never even given the chance to play Blade? That dude looks more like Blade.
Yeah. He plays the voice of Blade in Midnight Suns.
Yes.
But
and he did cosplay.
And they've also teased a Midnight Suns project, but I believe that they're gonna still use Mahershala Ali.
I mean, I would imagine so. That would make no sense to cast two versions of Blade. Unless it's variants or multiversal versions of the character, but I honestly feel like, look, I get Mahershala Ali is a very good actor. He's an Academy Award winner, but
as Blade though, I mean, I'm not saying he can't. I just don't see it. I won't be able to see it until obviously the film is out.
And it's also the fact that we had Mahershala Ali as Cottonmouth in the first season of Luke Cage, which is now a part of the MCU, given that they're bringing back these characters. So the fact that they just did a role switch.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to let us forget certain things.
Right.
That we forget, and then it's like, okay, this is the new MCU. These are your characters.
Well, you can't forget a role like Cottonmouth because he did an incredible job.
No.
If he did a shit job, then yeah, I could look past the
different story. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, it's they're trying to do this reboot thing. They're trying to come out with these different characters. Not necessarily a reboot, but I mean, they're reusing characters or actors because they've used them in the past. They're good at what they do.
Right.
Now that project no longer exists. Let's bring them back. We'll twist it around. Now we have this multiverse thing, and we can combine the multiverse to bring them together.
Right. I could see certain characters being re-rolled. Like if they re-rolled Jason Momoa as Aquaman into Lobo, I would be all for it.
Fine. Yeah, perfectly fine. Yeah, I have no issues with that whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, Kevin Feige has revealed that Bucky Barnes will be the leader of the Thunderbolts, which originally we believed it was going to be Yelena Belova, Black Widow's sister, but it is now being confirmed that Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes will be the leader of the Thunderbolts, and I'm cool with that.
I am too, because I mean, if you know anything about the comics, you know that Winter Soldier did have his own Thunderbolts.
Right.
That he was, my fucking eye will not stop itching.
And honestly, it's about time that we got to see Winter Soldier in a leadership role.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for it and waiting for it and waiting for it for a very long time. And now we're finally going to get the chance to see it. So I'm very happy with that. I would have liked to see Yelena Belova as the leader as well because she's hot and she's a badass.
Yeah, but she's going to be in the movie. So
yeah, she's going to be in the movie, so I still get to gawk at her.
Yeah, there you go. Kevin Feige has confirmed, as if we didn't already know,
for like the
Deadpool
58th
3
time.
Yeah, Deadpool 3 will be R-rated. In case you didn't know, now you do. You heard it here first.
Yes.
Deadpool 3 R-rated, which you can't have Deadpool and it not be R-rated. I mean,
yeah, they tried that with the Once Upon a Deadpool Chris or whatever the fuck that one was called.
I didn't even watch that.
I didn't either. I didn't even bother, and
yeah.
it flopped. I mean, well, let's be real here. It was successful in terms of, you know, parents being able to take their kids to see it and it succeeding, but overall, amongst like the larger crowd, it flopped. It cut out a lot of the violence. It cut out all the swearing for the most part. I mean, it watered him down to the point where he was no longer Deadpool. He was just a guy in a red suit. So
that's not Deadpool in any iteration. I mean, every game, every comic, every film of Deadpool has to be RMA something, because he's a violent character. Of all the characters, right? He's a violent character. That's the only way it works.
And that is the character that I would be the angriest about being PG-13, given that he is my favorite Marvel character to ever exist.
Yeah. I can, you know, you can get away with a lot with PG-13 with Blade. Deadpool, no fucking way.
No,
absolutely not.
If they came out and said that Deadpool was PG-13, I would never watch it.
I'd watch it, but I mean, it'd be watching a fucking kid movie, you know.
It would be garbage. It would be a horrible fucking movie. So the fact that, again, we are getting confirmation from the president of Marvel Studios himself that it will in fact be R-rated, that solidifies the fact that it'll be R-rated. I'm pretty sure that between now, the time that it starts filming, and when it actually releases, we're going to get like 38 more confirmations that it's R-rated. And you know what?
If I see
I'm cool with that.
R-rated one, I probably will acknowledge it and move on.
Exactly. I will be, because that just further cements it. And I mean, Kevin Feige and everybody else has been confirming that it will be R-rated for the last like 2 years now. But it's nice to hear when you forget about it after such a long period of time. It has been confirmed again. It will be R-rated, and I would not be opposed to seeing it 18,000 more times to solidify the fact that it is.
Yeah, it's not changing.
Yeah.
Next, you'll be excited about this one. Kevin Feige has revealed that there will be a future for Moon Knight,
which
in the MCU.
I'm very happy about, because
in the MCU, no less, not just in a show.
And there was concern surrounding that because Oscar Isaac did not sign a contractual bind with Marvel. So he is not contractually bound to the studio. It's basically a, here you go, film it. We'll call you again when we need you. You know, that's exactly. So I'm glad that there is confirmation that we will see more Moon Knight, because I mean, the show was fantastic. I really liked the show. A lot of people thought the show was really bad because it was not very comic accurate, which it was not. But
there were a lot of issues, but
it was still a very good show.
You know, the biggest thing they changed, you know, comics to the show was the fact that Steven was a just homebody, worked at a, you know,
gift shop
in the museum, where he's actually basically Bruce Wayne.
Right.
You know, that's a very big change from comics.
But even they said they didn't want to go that route.
Because we already had Bruce Wayne. Like, I understand that, but at the same time, that's literally his backstory.
Right.
You know,
he's got multiple personality disorder. So obviously,
maybe they'll pull that back together. Maybe they'll be like, oh, well, he was just living under the, you know, maybe he was just trying something new.
Yeah, living under the guise of being a gift shop owner and trying to live a normal life. I mean, that could work.
That'd be a cool twist on it. Will they? I don't think so, but that'd be a cool way to make it work.
And also, the one thing that they changed, but I thought it was kind of cool that they did do this, even though it's not comic accurate whatsoever, was the fact that each individual personality has their own suit. So like Mark has the battle armor, which is what this picture is, the like Egyptian looking mummy wraps and all that. Yeah, and then
Mr. Knight.
And then Steven has the Mr. Knight costume, which is a 3-piece suit and looks dapper as fuck. You know, in the comic books, Mark wears the Mr. Knight costume because it's just an undercover suit. And the Mr. Knight persona is more so he's a detective.
Yeah.
He helps the police solve crimes.
It's not because each...
How was Ant-Man? It was awesome.
It's not because each, like they did in the show where each personality has its own. It was just he used that suit to do this, he used that suit to do that.
Right. Exactly. So, I mean, I'm glad to hear that.
Seen a suit for
Jake.
Yeah, I almost said Jason.
We have not seen a suit yet for Jake, but
I don't think we will. It should be this battle armor.
Right.
Be my guess.
But I mean, we'll see. They've separated the two suits for both Mark and Steven, so maybe we'll see a third suit, because he does have multiple kinds of suits in the comic books. So
true.
Could we get a third suit that falls in line with the personality of Jake? Very good possibility. Very well. I really liked the show.
If we did, it'd be like some sort of tactical suit.
Right. I liked the show a lot. I thought it was a fantastic show, even though it was not very comic accurate. Solid show. And Oscar Isaac, he's incredible.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to see. And this is completely off of Marvel, but I'm ready to see him as Snake.
As Snake?
Metal Gear.
Oh, Solid Snake.
Yeah.
Nice. Is he actually doing that? Oh, sweet.
It's like pre-production. They're still trying to get like a good story, but it's been in the works.
That'll be cool.
We'll see. I like it.
I know you love the Metal Gear.
Oh, the Metal Gear franchise. Oh, it's over here now. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not back there. What the fuck?
Oh, the poster?
My poster, yeah. I moved it over to my window. That is hands down is my favorite game series.
Hell yeah.
When I first started playing PlayStation, that is the game. It was Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and Metal Gear.
Jak and Daxter.
Gear was my shit. I never played Jak and Daxter.
Jak and Daxter was so fucking good, bro.
I mean, I played it later on, but like when I first started, I still have my original Series 1 PlayStation.
Damn.
And it that was the games I played. I still have a bunch of old like demo discs where you can play like, what is it, like 30
I remember those.
Of a game or something.
I remember those, dude. I had like 50 of them.
Oh yeah. I mean, it got to the point where you started throwing them away because you had so fucking many.
Oh dude, I would have to read, like I would have to, because some of the demo discs, they had like all the shit on them, like what was on there. I would be like, nope, don't need that one.
Yeah, I have
keep that one, throw that one, keep.
I have an original Metal Gear 4 demo disc.
Oh hell yeah.
That's like, I still have the cardboard, because back then they came in cardboard. They didn't come in a plastic case. You got like the PlayStation Network magazine, and the demo would be in between the magazine.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. I wish we could go back to that shit.
Same.
I would 100% subscribe for a fucking PSN magazine again.
Hell yeah, dude.
Free demos for shit.
Oh man, that'd be fucking sweet.
But yeah, I digress.
Yeah. Next up, the production of Shang-Chi will begin in spring 2024, which is crazy because it was not included in the Phase 5 list. No, it was not included in that production, which obviously not everything was included in the Phase 5 production, but we had a really good layout of what's to come for Phase 5. And we only got 3 things for Phase 6, which was Fantastic Four and the 2 Avengers films coming. So Which the release dates of all three have changed since then. That's why I was saying it's so fucking difficult to keep up with these release dates.
Yeah, until we get it's done filming, it's coming out on this
right,
day.
Exactly.
That's, that's all we got.
But I loved the first Shang-Chi, so I'm very excited. This is another character I did not even know existed until the movie came out, and I didn't watch the movie for 2 years because I was like, oh, here's another movie of another character that I know nothing about, that I don't care to know about. I finally, I was bored, watched it, and I was like, holy fuck, that was awesome.
It was an amazing movie.
The action sequences, the look at a different culture, it was just such a very well done film. I love that movie. It was one of my favorite Phase 4 movies.
It also, the having Wong come in at the end and be like, Shang-Chi, and he's yelling for him, and that just shows that it is already intertwined with the current MCU storyline that we have with Wong. And so
hell yeah,
we saw Wong and I think Captain Marvel, and then we saw Bruce, I want to say.
Yeah, Bruce Banner. Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm excited for that. This one, you go.
You and I have both talked about this one. We've got the Marvels coming up. Not coming up, but I mean, I think it comes out this year.
I think so. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna be like, fuck that. I'm never that way about a Marvel movie. I've even watched fucking the original Daredevil and Elektra, so I had to wipe my hands clean of those. Marvels will have 2 post-credit scenes. The first will be about Monica, and the second will introduce a new character.
I just hope
the Marvels. Obviously, we've got Monica Rambeau, we've got Captain Marvel,
and then we've got Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Yeah.
I'm just really hoping that the second end credit scene is introducing like a legit character and not like a stupid fucking like throwaway character that we'll see in 3 or 4 movies as like a not even a fucking cameo, just like a background player.
It's Howard the Duck again.
Yeah, like we don't need that shit.
We saw Howard the Duck in Guardians, and then we saw Howard the Duck again in we've seen him twice.
Endgame.
Was it Endgame?
Yeah, he came out of one of the portals.
Yeah, it could be right. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, hopefully it's a big character, not just some random. But yeah, we'll see.
All right. Next up, the project dedicated to Nova will be a series for Disney Plus. We've talked about that. I think like 2 or 3 episodes ago, where the same thing was said, where Nova's going to be a TV show,
series,
either a series or a special for Disney Plus.
I'm curious if go ahead. Sorry.
The last time that we talked about Nova being on Disney Plus, it was for a special, but now it's saying that the project dedicated to Nova will be a series. Okay.
Yeah. I'm super curious. Obviously, Nova already exists in the timeline that we have.
Yes.
Because of Guardians, we had the Nova Corps.
Mm-hmm.
Now
without Nova.
Without Nova.
We just had the core part of Nova Corps.
Yeah. So we haven't seen the actual character of Nova. So I'm curious if the series is going to be like a pre-Guardians type thing, like Nova being introduced.
See, I would be okay with an origin story for Nova.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people really know about him.
Exactly. And he's a very badass character.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Nova. I know a little bit, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. I'd hate to like, here's Nova,
right.
Here.
Like flesh him out. Give us what we need.
Yeah. I hope the series isn't like that. I truly hope the series is a origin for Nova.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Yep.
This one I'm excited for.
Yeah, I am too. Just because it literally brings you back to childhood. We've got X-Men 97 will be on Disney Plus this year.
It was a good show, sick. Man. It was such a great show.
So cool.
But also, they're going to be introducing, there's going to be characters in this version that were not in the original series. And it's also going to feature like new scenes, new backdrops, new like sequences and shit that were never in the original. So I think that's going to be a really cool addition for, you know, people that never got to experience the 97 X-Men cartoon.
I mean, I think it's it'll be fun way to do it, and bring it back and kind of just not necessarily reboot, but reintroduce, you know, the classic X-Men. I can hear the fucking theme song in my head, you know, just because that's what we watched.
Yeah, 100%. It was, I loved that show.
So yeah, I like it. I'm ready for it.
Hell yeah. Next one we got. This is what we were talking about earlier. The casting for Fantastic Four will start up this month. Sue Storm will be cast first, with the rest of the team being built around her. Again, weird decision to make with the cast being built around her, but you know, there's a reason why we're just talking about it and we do podcasts on this stuff as opposed to the ones writing it, so, or filming it, or even acting in it. So who would you like to see in these roles though?
What is my Fantastic Four lineup? Fuck. So I know everybody loved seeing John Krasinski as Reed Richards.
Yes.
I don't, while I don't disagree with that, I also don't think it fits.
No. It was a nice fan service because that's what everybody wanted, and that's what Marvel knew that.
It's been wanted for years. They knew what they were going to do with that Earth.
Right.
And it was just one of those, like, let's blip him in for a little bit.
It was the same as the whole like Ryan Gosling meme where they make him Black Panther. Like that's what obviously they weren't going to do that with Ryan Gosling because he's not African. But they did that with Reed Richards as a fan service for us for the for Mr. Fantastic in Multiverse of Madness.
Having said that, I think Emily Blunt would play a very good Sue Storm.
That's his wife, right?
Yeah. I think she would do excellent as Sue. Let's see, Reed. Shit. I mean, there's so many fucking actors and actresses out there nowadays.
See, with Reed, now roll with me on this one. With Reed, I can kind of see now he would have to lose a significant amount of muscle. Because we know that Reed is not like a super jacked person.
No, I mean, he's a scrawny, you know, kind of goofy.
But I can see Henry Cavill in the role of Reed Richards. I can. He's got the jawline. He's got the look. I could see him in the role of Reed Richards. It's not a popular choice. You know, a lot of people want to see him as Captain Britain in Marvel. But I could also see him in a major role leading a superhero team. I really can. And I could see him leading the team of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I don't necessarily disagree with that, but yeah, I definitely, I'd like to see him as something else. I don't think he fits Reed as well.
I wouldn't say like it's 100% fit, but like he's got the look.
I see where you're coming from. I'm looking at like male actors because I'm trying to think like who would be a good Reed, because
you know who I could see as a really good Johnny Storm? Paul Walker.
I mean, if he was still around.
That was supposed to be a joke.
Very fucking terrible.
That was supposed to be a joke about how he burst into flames.
Said, like,
sorry guys, I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
No, I could see Taron Egerton as
Johnny Storm.
yeah, as Johnny Storm. I could see him as Johnny.
Yeah. So there's an actor I could see as Johnny, and I know you won't know who he is. His name's Luke Grimes.
Grimes.
Luke Grimes. Yeah, I've seen him in a couple things. He was in Yellowstone. He was in American Sniper.
Luke Grimes. It sounds familiar.
Like, get rid of the facial hair, cut his hair back, spike it up. He could definitely be a Johnny Storm.
Oh, okay. For the Thing, I could see Alan Ritchson, the guy that played Hawk in Titans.
Alan Ritchson.
He also played Raphael in the new Ninja Turtles movies. And he's Jack Reacher. Alan Ritchson.
Oh yeah.
The guy that plays Reacher. I could see him as the Thing.
Yeah, I can go with this. This has been teased, but Penn Badgley.
Penn Badgley as Reed?
Yeah, Reed.
I could see that.
Yeah.
He's really good in You.
I could see him playing a good one.
That's all I know Penn Badgley from is You, the TV show on Netflix. Very good show, by the way. Very good show. I got to watch the new season. I watched episode 1.
Dude, I know this wouldn't work. I just saw this. Dude, could you imagine John Bernthal as the fucking Thing?
No. No, I cannot.
Yeah, I just.
He would be fucking horrible.
Yeah, Alan Ritchson, because he's a fucking tank.
He's a beast, and he's like 6'5".
Yeah.
He's my height, dude. He's a fucking monster.
Yeah, I can get behind Alan as the Thing. I would say Luke Grimes as Johnny Storm.
Penn Badgley as Reed.
Penn Badgley as Reed, and then I don't know. As Sue.
As Sue, as weird as it sounds, I could see Emily Bet Rickards playing Sue.
Bet Rickards.
Felicity from Arrow.
Ooh. Yeah.
I could see her as Sue.
Margot Robbie? That's not bad.
Margot Robbie's too mainstream, bro. She's too hot to play Sue. She's too hot. No, that wouldn't work. Like, Sue, don't get me wrong, Sue Storm is hot. So do I. I love Margot Robbie, but Sue Storm is hot, but she's not like Margot Robbie hot. Like, Margot Robbie is like Harley Quinn hot, bro. Like, she's like psychopath hot. I could see Emily Bet Rickards. She's hot. Like, she's super hot. And I feel like she would fill the role perfectly. And she's young enough to like do that role.
Yeah.
I think she's only like 31, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, I could see that cast. Alan Ritchson is the Thing. Emily Bet Rickards as Sue Storm. Penn Badgley as Reed. And then...
Yeah.
Who did you say?
Luke Grimes.
Luke Grimes.
Yeah, I'm picturing Luke without facial hair and with like just kind of short, spiky hair, and he just gives that like dickhead energy. Yeah, I think that'd be a good lineup.
I could see that. That'd be cool. Yeah. I like that. That's a good lineup. That's a good lineup.
I'm gonna tweet it and tag all those characters.
Hell yeah.
All those people, and then tag Marvel and be like, do it.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Make it happen. This is what we want.
Make it happen. Please.
All right. We have the official poster of the Marvels. Obviously, y'all can't see it.
They can see it on my end, so we're good.
Yeah, there you go. We've got Miss Marvel down here. We've got Captain Marvel in the middle, and Photon up there at the top.
That's actually a pretty badass poster. I'm not gonna lie.
And it says higher, further, faster together. November 10th, which again, take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Because who fucking knows?
Riri Williams will have a major role in Armor Wars. I liked her in Wakanda Forever, dude.
Yeah, I think she did a good job.
Yeah, she was awesome.
Vision Quest will be linked to Armor Wars, which again, these are series. They're going to be coming out, so
I don't know why we're doing another Vision thing, but here we are.
Because we have the white Vision now.
Oh, okay.
So they're just reintroducing that, I guess, from what you got it. Whatchamacallit.
What?
What the fuck was it called?
WandaVision?
WandaVision, that's it. I was like, Jesus Christ, where the fuck did he come from? Yeah, so I think it's just a reintroduction of that. Plus, it's Paul. I love Paul.
Yeah, he's a great actor, man.
Yeah. So,
all right, so that about wraps it up for Marvel.
Then, Guardians of the Galaxy, May 5th, 2023. So we got a couple months before that comes out.
I'm so excited.
That's the next movie, is it not?
Yeah.
I think that's the next project. I don't think there's between February and May, I don't think there's another project coming out.
No, May? No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's the next project.
March and April is going to be pretty dry for Marvel stuff. I'm trying to find the...
I mean, we'll definitely get updates, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited for Guardians 3, bro. It's going to be so good.
Oh, that's right.
I can't wait.
Will be in the Marvels. I forgot about that.
Who?
Nova.
Oh, Willie?
Yeah, Nova will be in the Marvels.
Sweet. That's what I like to hear. All right. That's it for the Marvel news. We do have one cool little thing, and this is from Fortnite. For those of you that like that game, the Battle Royale game, we've got Sam Wilson, aka our new Captain America, whether you like it or not, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
We've got Sam Wilson now in the game of Fortnite.
Yep.
Pretty fucking awesome. Looking sweet.
Suit. Pretty cool.
Really cool suit.
Yeah. Guardians, May 5th, 2023. Secret Invasion, which was going to be a series, that's spring of 23.
Okay, so that could be anywhere from March to May.
Yeah. Echo and Loki season 2, summer of 23.
Okay.
And then Marvel's July 2023. And then Ironheart fall of 23. And then Agatha is supposed to be winter of 23, 24.
Well, wait, I guess they pushed back Marvel's to November, though, because it said November 10th on that Marvel's poster.
Exactly. So that's going to be fall.
Okay.
So yeah. Again, all this stuff gets pushed. It gets changed.
Yeah.
We'll keep you guys updated as best we can.
Oh, show.
As we know you will.
Yes. So, there you go, guys. Fortnite has now introduced Sam Wilson into the fold. Next up, and the only thing that we've got for DC, because again, we unloaded everything on you guys last episode with all the DC news from James Gunn, but James Gunn has revealed that at least 5 in a list of 10 DC characters may possibly be joining the DC universe next, based off of a poll created by IGN Nordic. So we'll run through this real quick. You have that pulled up, right, Doug? And then we could do casting for these as well, like what we would like to see. So it was which character should join James Gunn's DCU next. IGN's readers have spoken. We've got a list of them. You want to run that list?
Yeah. So Which character should join next? IGN readers have spoken. Joker, Lex Luthor, who rose above the best. So coming in at number 10, we've got Constantine. I think it should still be Keanu Reeves.
You think? There was a really good actor that played him in the Legends of Tomorrow. I think what was his name? Matt Ryan?
I don't remember his name, but yeah, he did a very good job. Yeah.
I think he is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Keanu Reeves was a great Constantine, and I liked him a lot. But honestly, I would rather see Matt Ryan because he's more comic accurate to the look.
True.
I think that he was a very, very good choice to play Constantine in Legends of Tomorrow, and I don't see why he wouldn't do a good job on the big screen or the little screen.
I'm with you on that. Coming in at number 9, we've got Mr. Freeze.
Jeff Bezos all day. Give up Amazon and become Mr. Freeze.
Fucking Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze. Shit. I don't know. Ice-T.
Ice-T. Yo.
Gremlin said Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis?
Condition. He'd forget that he was Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Gremlin is enough. All right. Got it. Appreciate it, man.
Who else?
Who else could play a good Mr. Freeze?
You know, I feel like... Now, this might be a stretch, but I feel like Tony Todd could be a good Mr. Freeze.
Tony Todd?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Tony Todd?
The Candyman, bro.
Oh.
I feel like he could make a really good Mr. Freeze.
Yo, Nathan, appreciate that, brother.
Although he is very, very tall. But we did have super muscular and non-American.
What about you could bring
Mr.
Alan
Freeze
in and be Mr. Freeze?
Who?
Alan
Richardson?
Preacher, yeah.
He wouldn't pull off the bald look, bro. That's what I'm looking for, bald actors.
True, yeah. I guess that's true. He's gonna be blue and bald, so.
I mean, we could go the Michael Rosenbaum route. He played Lex Luthor in Smallville, but I could see him as Mr. Freeze, unless we're looking at an older version of Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think Michael Rosenbaum would be a dynamite choice if we didn't go with because I mean Tony Todd.
Oh, Quaid, what's up, dude?
Tony Todd. The only issue with him being Mr. Freeze is he's a fucking giant, bro. He's tall as fuck, I'm pretty sure.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. I guess it depends on
it would really depend on the age and the route that we're going with Mr. Freeze.
Are you bringing in Mr. Freeze like as he becomes Mr. Freeze?
Right.
Or, later on in life?
Right.
I don't know. That's an interesting one.
Yo, Quaid, what's going on, baby?
Coming in at number 8, we've got the Court of Owls. Obviously, that's a whole group.
Yeah,
we can't pick every fucking character.
Yeah, we can't cast the Court of Owls, but I mean the Court of Owls. That would be really, really cool to see brought into the DC universe.
That's a huge iconic group.
Yeah,
that's been involved with DC for over the years. So.
Yeah, I feel like that would be awesome. For those of you that don't know who the Court of Owls are, they are basically the secret society, the secret cult, whatever you want to call them, that have run the economy and the societal motions of Gotham City for the entirety of its existence. So, big threat to Batman and the Bat family. I think it's a very cool group of people. And there are some very good comic books surrounding those.
Yeah, just the Court of Owls.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see. Coming in at number 7, Zatanna.
I could see Katie Cassidy playing Zatanna.
Aubrey Plaza.
Or Aubrey Plaza or Katie Cassidy. I like both of them, and they're both hot.
Let's see. Number 6, Jason Todd, Robin Red Hood, obviously. So if we're going Red Hood era, honestly, Jensen.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jensen Ackles, but I didn't.
If we're going Red Hood,
I would say Jensen Ackles all fucking day.
Yeah.
Although I could also see Jensen Ackles as Batman too, so that's a problem. That's a problem. Because I feel like Jensen could be a really good Bruce Wayne too.
I don't know. I think he fits Red Hood better.
I absolutely agree. He fits Red Hood better.
If you're between those two characters, if you're going, Jensen Ackles, poll for Red Hood or Batman, Red Hood wins.
100%. 100%. I'm actually kind of surprised that Red Hood came in at number 6.
What's up?
I'm pretty surprised that he came in this low on the
I'm surprised at one that is very high on the list, and we'll get there.
Okay.
So number 5, we've got Deathstroke.
I mean, I kind of like what's his face, Joe
Maganello.
Joe Milana Magato, whatever the fuck his last name is, dude.
Yeah.
The guy that has the longest last name on the planet and likes Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, he was a good Deathstroke, but we didn't see enough of him.
No, I mean, it was just we saw very little.
But he was also included in the dog shit version of the DCU, so
yeah. We saw an older version of him, and he's still a pretty young guy to begin with.
Right. Or I mean, we could go the Manu Bennett route. He did a phenomenal job all throughout the Arrow series.
Yeah.
Who else can we see as Deathstroke though? So okay, if we were gonna go the Deathstroke route, I could see on the DC side, I could also see Alan Ritchson in the role of Deathstroke. Again, physically built dude. He's a massive human being. Deathstroke was a very physically fit human being. He's at the top of his game. He's a dangerous motherfucker, and he's a big dude.
Let's see. Gremlin said John Bernthal as Punisher or as Deathstroke. I mean, I could see that. Just because of his role as Punisher, but I don't know.
Yes, but no. Like, if I was gonna pick anybody that played the role of the Punisher, I would say that Ray Stevenson would be the one to play Deathstroke. The guy that played the Punisher second. He's also physically built human.
Was fucking terrible.
It was better than the Thomas Jane Punisher. Thomas Jane Punisher was garbage.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot to go with Deathstroke.
Yeah, but a 60-year-old Deathstroke, fair. Yeah. I don't know. What's his name? The guy that played Ray Donovan.
Liev Schreiber?
Yeah.
I can't see. That motherfucker was Sabretooth in that god-awful X-Men Origins.
Well, just because he was cast in a god-awful movie.
He's a great actor. I can't see him as Deathstroke.
I could.
Nah. I can't see him as Deathstroke. He's a better fit for Mr. fucking Freeze than he is for Deathstroke. I can't see him as Deathstroke, bro.
All right, number 4, we got Brainiac. Brainiac is
such a badass character.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking across the DC universe. Baddie.
Yeah, he's also one of the main villains of Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, the video game coming out made by the guys that made the Arkham games.
Yeah, he was a villain for the current Flash TV series for a bit. Let's see who could.
Your camera's super laggy, bro.
I think my internet's getting ready to drop or something's going on because everything's getting fucking weird.
That's what I'm saying. You're all pixelated, like you got one of those pixelated like filters over your face.
Like your comms are just like super glitchy for me right now.
Yours are super glitchy for me.
Fucking my internet is going out.
I love that for you, bro. All right. So what are our thoughts with Brainiac?
Dude on the left, right is fine on Twitch at least. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Who's the dude on the left? Is that me?
I think it's you. Yeah.
Yo.
Hold on. Let me jump over to Twitch. Let me see.
I got this white ass screen just blowing my face up.
You look ridiculous.
I do, bro. I've got the ring light set to maximum. That's my fucking
that shit down because we're looking at a white screen.
That is the white screen, bro. I don't have a ring light. That's the joke.
Oh yeah,
look.
Yeah,
see,
it's definitely you.
See, I took it off, and now I'm not.
Gremlin, Brones is on the left. My name's Doug. That Doug dude. Welcome. This is our podcast. We just talk shit.
Hi, Gremlin.
Yeah. For whatever reason, it was super glitchy on your side only. Like,
oh, you're good on my side now.
Yeah, you're fine now.
Sweet. Let's get back to it. Brainiac.
So the Brainiac character, I mean, the person, he's literally just an average Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's back to normal for both. Yeah, I don't know. I think we just, who knows? Internet at its finest.
That's a tough one.
Because again, he doesn't.
I could be Brainiac, bro. Look at this shit. Watch this shit. True. I could be Brainiac.
Yeah, I mean,
just paint me green. I'm the perfect one. Just
paint you green and put some hoses out your brain. Like,
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Alex. Very true. The internet sucks here.
No, that's a tough one, dude.
Gremlin said he's already got the hairline.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, just shave my head down to a 1 again, and we're good to go.
Brones is our Brainiac fan cast.
Yeah. All right. No, I could also be Lobo. 3. I could be Lobo.
I don't know about that one. Lobo, I think, I think it'd be cool to see Momoa as Lobo.
He's the only one I can see playing that role, dude. I can't see anybody else playing the role of Lobo.
He
wants to play the role of Lobo.
Yeah, I don't see him as Aquaman just because Aquaman was a blonde-haired nobody. Arthur.
I could have played Aquaman like 10 years ago when I was 110 pounds lighter and on drugs. I was super skinny.
So I think, Momoa as Lobo would be cool.
100%, dude. There's no other choice to play that character. And like I said, even he wants to play him.
Let him roll. Yeah, paint him silver white and let him roll with it.
Yep. He wants to play Lobo.
Yeah, he wants to play. He may be our Lobo because it has been teased. That,
he's got a lot of big news that he's not sharing with us yet.
That is a project that Gunn has announced he wants to do, and Momoa has expressed the want to be Lobo, and with them resetting the entire DC universe, we may see that.
Yeah.
This is the one that I'm really surprised. Out of the top 10, this is one of the most voted that people want to see, and it's Martian Manhunter.
But why are you surprised, though? Because Martian Manhunter, 1, he's a major part of the Justice League, and 2, he's a badass character.
I mean, I agree, but I guess I was surprised that people know about him.
I was really surprised to see Jason Todd so low on this list. I thought he would be in the top 3. I thought I thought he was top 3.
Well, I would expected Jason to be top 5. Deathstroke, maybe not necessarily top 5.
Right.
I mean, Brainiac, Lobo. I mean, we don't even have like any big baddies up here.
Right.
Other than Brainiac.
Deathstroke's a pretty big bad dude. He's taken on the entire Justice League, the Teen Titans, the Young Justice. Like he's a force to be fucking reckoned with, bro. But you're right. You're absolutely right. We don't have a lot of like major villains on here. We've got Brainiac, Deathstroke, and Mr. Freeze, along with the Court of Owls.
Really, Lobo. I mean, Lobo is technically
Lobo's he falls into the anti-hero category,
yeah,
though.
Anti-hero, so.
But so is Jason Todd.
Truthfully, I think the guy that plays Martian Manhunter in the Supergirl, Supergirl series actually does a really good job.
Okay.
I can't think of his name, but I've watched him a few times. Now the CG with his character is fucking terrible, but that's not his fault.
I think he does a good job, but I don't think he's physically built. I don't think he's physically built to be because Martian Manhunter, if I remember correctly, he's stacked, bro. He's stacked to the nines.
Screw it. Bring in Michael J. Like, make him Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, do Michael J. White as Martian Manhunter. I think that'd be really fucking cool. But also, here's the thing though, and I'm glad that you brought up Michael J. White. I could also see him pulling off Jon Stewart. I would very much rather see Michael J. White as Jon Stewart.
Jon Stewart.
I would rather see that and then save another really kick-ass actor to play Martian Manhunter.
Ooh. Oh, what's his name? Oh, he's in a bunch of shit right now. Hold on. What was that show called that the wife watched? Hold on, let me get his name. It's Jean something. Reggae Jean Page. I think he would be a very good Martian Manhunter.
Who is he?
So he was in this show called Bridgerton, and he's also in the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. His name is Reggae, R-E-G-E, Jean, J-E-A-N, and then H.
Yeah. Oh, this dude.
I think he'd play a good Martian Manhunter.
This is the dude that people were looking at to fucking play Reed Richards.
Yeah, he was a choice as well.
No, Penn Badgley. Cool. I want Penn Badgley.
Yeah, I think Penn would be a good Reed Richards. So yeah, that's why I think that'd be a good one.
I mean, I could see him, but again, he would have to bulk up significantly. I mean, you could even see from this picture.
He's actually pretty cut.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that picture's kind of hard to see.
See, like there are with certain characters. Now we see people complain a lot about changing the race.
Ludwig. Ooh.
So we see people complaining a lot about changing the race of specific characters. I could see Mr. Freeze being played by a black actor. That's why I was shouting out black actors. I was shouting out Tony Todd. You know, Tony Todd is a big dude, but I could see him.
Yeah.
I could see him playing the role of Mr. Freeze. But
so Gremlin, you're thinking him as Martian Manhunter?
Who's that?
His name's Alexander Ludwig. He played Bjorn from the Vikings. He was also in Bad Boys, Race to Witch Mountain. Like, he's been in all kinds of stuff.
I can't see him being.
He's bigger than average dudes. He's ripped. Yeah, true. I don't know. Like,
yeah, again, but at the same time, Martian Manhunter has always been portrayed as a black character.
Fair.
So, like, there are certain, like, Mr. Freeze.
I feel like that's one of those characters, though, where you could, because of who he is, because of him being Martian Manhunter, you could portray it as I mean, I don't know. You
can, but I mean,
honestly, now that he says that, though, I'm kind of thinking, like, I don't know. I'd like to see him in the DC or the MCU. Kevin Hart, yeah. Just a ripped ass Kevin Hart.
I mean, Kevin Hart is a pretty stacked human being.
Oh yeah, he's just because he's 4'2".
Yeah, he's a fucking midget.
Yeah, I'd like to see Alexander Ludwig in something.
You know, based off of what Alexander Ludwig looks like, I could see him in the role of the #1 spot. Dye his hair black, obviously, but I could see him in that role. I can't see him as much. So again,
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Like we've said before. Hold on.
Since we're there,
real quick. Like we've said before in many episodes in the past, there are certain characters that you cannot swap the race of, regardless of the actual color of the character. Martian Manhunter has always been portrayed as a black character.
I get, you're right.
Any
iteration we've seen, comic or otherwise,
exactly,
he's always been an African American character.
Mr. Freeze, you can get away with that because Mr. Freeze is he's not a big significant character. You know,
he's frosted. You know, he's always silver or white or something.
Exactly.
Good evening.
Exactly.
What's good, dude?
So
how we doing, ladies and gentlemen?
Martian Manhunter, you would have to do a black actor to go based off of even in the comic books, dude. You could tell just by how he looks, he is meant to be a black character. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I mean, even the guy in Supergirl, black actor playing Martian Manhunter.
Gremlin, I do like Alexander as our number one position on this list. Obviously, you're just joining this. This is a list of
yo, Tezzy, what's going on, baby?
Join James Gunn's DCU next, and IGN readers have, they voted, they talked about it, they done all kinds of stuff. Top spot, Dick Grayson.
Kind of surprising to me. Because I mean, we got to see Dick Grayson in the Titans TV show. Yeah. I feel like there could have been a better character at the top of this list. Yeah. I know a lot of people love the character of Nightwing. I love the character of Nightwing, but I'm kind of surprised that Nightwing's even in the top 10. I really am.
I think it's, a lot of these characters we have not seen.
Yo, Tezzy, what's going on again? Thank you for saving 2 civilians, brother.
DCEU or, whatever they called it before.
Right. None of these characters were introduced aside from Deathstroke, bro.
Yeah, Heather, I appreciate you. Gremlin, so Eccles, Eccles we saw better for Red Hood.
Yeah, Jensen Ackles is definitely Red Hood, bro. Definitely Red Hood.
Yeah, because he's on that list too. He's at number 6.
Yeah,
but I think Jensen would be a good. Man, he's just a good actor. I could see him as Nightwing, Red Hood. I could see him as a good Batman.
I can't see him as Nightwing. I can't. He's a great actor. You're absolutely right, but he is built. He's got a stockier build. Nightwing is super acrobatic and super lean. If I was gonna go the Nightwing route, I would say that the top,
fucking Tom Holland,
the top 2 or top 3 actors to play Dick Grayson, Penn Badgley. He's Penn Badgley without the facial hair. He could rock Nightwing. He would just have to bulk up. Or Matt Bomer, the guy that plays Negative Man in Doom Patrol. I could see him as Dick Grayson as well. Again, he would have to bulk up, but I could see him as Nightwing. I can't see Jensen Ackles as Dick Grayson. I cannot.
Let's see. Looks like a lot of people. I've seen this one across the board. What the hell's this guy's name? That's not even the one I wanted. John Patrick Foe.
Who?
John Patrick Foe? F-O-O? John Foe? Oh, no, that... Matt Bomer. Didn't you said Matt Bomer, didn't you?
Yeah. He's got the fucking Nightwing look.
Yeah, him. Yeah, that's the one I was looking at. Yes, he's from White Collar.
Yeah.
I think Matt Bomer would be a good. How about Donald Glover for Martian?
Uh,
I don't know. Like, it would fit. I don't know his the extent of his acting. I think we've only seen him. What was the comedy show he was in? I've seen it and I can't remember the name of it.
boom. Here we go. Perfect.
Fox.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx as
Martian.
Martian Manhunter.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see that one.
No?
No.
I don't know how well this would work. But cuz he's older.
Right.
Keith David.
Ooh.
Keith David is Martian.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't fit the hero universe. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't see him as Martian. I think he did a good Electro. You know, that version of Electro that we had.
Who's that?
Oh, this guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx.
Let me get this guy's name. Yeah, Jamie Foxx. Why do I not this guy's names?
Never mind. I was gonna say Tyler Perry as well for Martian, but after seeing this face, I was like, nope.
No, Aldous Hodge.
Who?
Aldous Hodge. Aldis Hodge. Aldous Hodge would be a very good Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, aside from the fact that he's got the neck of a giraffe.
Do what?
Why is his neck so long, bro? It looks like a giraffe.
Well, that's a terrible picture.
Here's another one.
Oh my. Oh my God.
I could see him as Martian. Just give him a neck piece.
Jesus. I think that'd be a good one. Aldous Hodge is Martian Manhunter. That's my final vote.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Either him or Keith David. Keith David as like an older Martian Manhunter.
Older Martian Manhunter, that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be sick.
All right, so Dick Grayson. Who we got for Dick Grayson?
I'm saying Matt Bomer, dude.
Matt Bomer. Let's see.
He's got the look, he's got the build, and he would only have to bulk up a little bit.
A little, yeah.
He's a little on the older side. I know James Gunn wants to go with like younger actors. But I think if you want Dick Grayson done correctly, Matt Bomer would be perfect.
Let me throw something at you. Miles Teller.
No? I'm not I like some of the movies he's been in, but Miles Teller's a fucking dickhead.
I mean, he fits. I don't know. Maybe.
He's got, I mean, I guess he's got the look, but
yeah, I mean, he's got that baby face, like
If I was to choose, it would be
Miles would ruin it.
I would choose Matt Bomer over. I mean, we saw Miles Teller as Reed Richards, and he fucking destroyed it. It was garbage.
I think Matt Bomer fits that one really well.
Yeah, I feel like
not a lot of younger actors.
The only younger actor that comes to mind to play Nightwing, but he might be too young, would be that Chalamet kid.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet?
Yeah, that kid. Timothy Chalamet.
Maybe.
I could see him as Nightwing.
I'm looking at him right now, yeah.
Chalamet's got the look as well, and the hair.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know how old he is, though, so that's why I said he might be too young.
20s, I want to say.
He's definitely not in his 30s, I know that.
No. I think, as much as Poulter has been around, I don't think he'd fit any of these roles.
No. Will Poulter?
Yeah.
No. I don't even think he fits the role of fucking Adam Warlock.
No. Just get one of the Cavill brothers. There's more than one. I didn't know that.
Using one of the Cavill brothers as Nightwing, though, using one of them as Nightwing, that wouldn't, I feel like that wouldn't do the characters justice.
Why so?
I mean, Henry Cavill, he played
brothers. Oh my god.
That's a lot of Cavills, dog.
Holy shit, that's a lot of Cavills.
I don't know any of the other Cavill brothers. I only know Henry Cavill, and I cannot see Henry Cavill as Nightwing.
Oh no.
I cannot see him as Nightwing.
Who can you see him as in the DCU?
In the DCU, if we were to bring Henry Cavill in, well, I mean, like I told you before, man, he's got the perfect build to play Bruce Wayne and Batman.
You should have seen the women's reactions when they found out there was more of them. Yeah, but look at Henry. He had to have sucked out all the pretty. I'm just saying, like, what do the other brothers look like? Hold on, let me pull this up. I mean, they're not busted by any means.
But no, I could really see Henry Cavill in the role of Batman. He's young enough. Because James Gunn said that he wants Superman to be like in his like mid to late 20s.
Yeah, early career. Like,
and he said that Batman might be a few years older than Superman.
Yeah.
So I could see Henry Cavill playing the role of Batman in this setting. He's got the look for him. He does have the look. Give him a little bit of facial hair, a little bit of scruff to him. He's built like Batman. I thought he was built better to look like Batman than he was to look like Superman.
Right.
He's got the broad shoulders. That would fill in a bat suit really well. You know, he's built like a fucking brick wall. And he's got the charm and charisma that Bruce Wayne would have. Oh, but I also feel like he could play a very dark and sinister Batman as well. A very tortured Batman. Like I told you, with the way that they want to go with the Brave and the Bold story, with him finding out about Damian and raising Damian to be the next Robin, I could really see Henry Cavill in a fatherhood type of scenario, especially since we saw it with Ciri in The Witcher.
Yeah. Yeah, but switching Superman to Batman, it's going to be a shit show. It's going to be the same situation as that new Game of Thrones show where they wanted to make the characters younger and switch actors. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, Henry's got his own things going on now, so I doubt. I don't see him as Batman.
So who can we see as Batman, though? In this DC universe, who can we see as Batman? Because he's obviously going to be a younger actor. Relatively, in his 30s. He's not going to be Ben Affleck. It's not going to be Michael Keaton.
No.
It's going to be...
on that note, I wanted to ask you. So, obviously, you know the story of Flashpoint.
Yes.
Do you think they're trying to make it to where this Batman is not Thomas Wayne?
Which one?
Michael Keaton.
I think it was already confirmed that he's Bruce Wayne.
Really?
I'm almost positive. Although that'd be a pretty crazy twist.
I mean, that's literally, they wanted to follow somewhat of the Flashpoint storyline.
Right.
And it, you know, when he does go back in time, the world he's in with where his mom's alive, it's Thomas Wayne, because in that storyline, it's actually Bruce that got killed.
Right.
Thomas becomes Batman, and then the wife becomes the Joker.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it very well could be. It very well could be that Michael Keaton's playing Thomas Wayne, which I feel like that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. You know, I'm excited for that movie, though. That's gonna be a great fucking movie. I'm very excited to watch that. That'll be a definitely incorrect way of watching, though. 100%. But yeah, no, that's gonna be a very good movie, and I cannot fucking wait. But okay, speaking of Batman, like, what are we thinking for a Batman character? You know, who can we throw into the ring to play Batman? It's a very difficult character to
that's hard to.
Very difficult character to cast. I mean, I want to say
we've had so many over the years. It's just so difficult to.
So honestly, dude,
I don't know.
The only two that have successfully played both have been Michael Keaton and Robert Pattinson. Like, let's be real.
Just looking up like what people are talking about. Fan picks for Batman. Ooh. Interesting. John Hamm.
Nah, he's too old.
Again, depends on, which storyline we go with.
I can't see John Hamm being a good Batman. I could see him being a very good Bruce Wayne, but not a very good Batman.
Patrick Stewart as Mr. Freeze. Oh, shit.
I could actually see that.
I mean, if we had a William Dafoe Joker, that'd be fucking cool.
Oh, man, that'd be sick.
We've been wanting that for years.
Yes, sir.
Alexandra Daddario as Poison Ivy.
Oh, she's hot.
Liam Hemsworth as Batman.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, I could. Yeah.
He would have to get really bulked up, though.
Bro, I'm telling you, how did I fucking forget about this? Jeffrey Dean Morgan
as Bruce Wayne and Batman. I see him more as a Thomas Wayne.
I mean, he fits Thomas Wayne for sure, but
because he's old, bro.
He is.
He's like 55. They're looking for a 30-year-old.
I know. I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
I mean, Josh Brolin's old too. I definitely don't see him as Batman though.
No.
Yeah, Liam. I could see Liam.
Liam, possibly. I mean, Jensen Ackles, dude. It's, if not Red Hood, Batman.
A young Batman.
Like, if not Red Hood, then Batman. We've seen the cosplay of him as Batman, and he looked incredible.
Oh yeah, I mean, the cosplays of him as Batman were very good.
Yes, they were. Holy shit! It's almost 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell, even Cavill has been. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying,
Russell.
bro. Cavill.
I don't know.
Cavill, Jensen Ackles, fucking Liam Hemsworth. Top 3 right there. Top 3 amazing choices.
I don't know. Nicholas Hoult? No way.
Fuck no.
No fucking way.
That dude is built like a breadstick.
Cillian Murphy, but he needs to bulk up.
Fuck no. Cillian Murphy is too short.
Isn't Cillian like 6 foot?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he's in the 5s. I can't see. Cillian Murphy doesn't have that billionaire Bruce Wayne face, though. He doesn't have the jawline.
Tom Hardy? No. I can't see Tom as Batman.
No, I can't see him as Batman.
I think he did a very good Bane. I liked him as Bane, to be honest.
He was all right.
I know a lot of people didn't, but I liked him as Bane.
He was okay as Bane. Better than that abomination from 1997.
Yeah, that was rough. Ooh. Possibly. Anson Mount.
Who?
I could see that. Anson Mount, the guy that did Black Bolt.
Oh, okay.
Clean him up. Like he's got that. He's got a good Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, but he's too old, man.
I don't think that Gabriel Iglesias, if Bruce was never left the manor. Yeah. I don't think there is a good enough. I can't pick a young Bruce, like younger, 20s. There's not enough. I mean, there's plenty of actors out there, but I don't see one.
Let's see. 10 actors who could play Batman in The Brave and the Bold. Number 1. Number fucking 1. Jensen Ackles. Number 2. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
So I thought that for a hot second. I really did. I also thought of Aaron for Nightwing.
Okay, that could work.
I could see Aaron as Nightwing. I can't see him as Batman.
Dylan O'Brien. Who the fuck is that?
Who?
Dylan O'Brien.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither. Here's another one I could see, but he would be a very, very, very young Batman. Robbie Amell. Stephen Amell's cousin.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking like early into his Bat career, like what
like
Pattinson
Robert
is.
Pattinson is. He would be too young to be a father to Damien.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Brave and Bold, like he's already got a kid.
Yeah.
So.
John Krasinski. No.
No.
Alden Ehrenreich.
That's a name.
Yeah.
Alden Ehrenreich.
He's only 5'9", yet that could be overlooked since this is a younger version of the character, and I could still fully believe that he evolves into Ben Affleck later in life.
Oh, that's the kid from Solo.
Oh, okay.
It's the main actor from Solo.
Oh. Richard Madden. Known for his role in Game of Thrones. He's widely regarded as the favorite to take over as the next James Bond.
I mean, he's a good actor. He was not. I mean, I can't blame him for Eternals. Eternals was just a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Kit Harington as Bruce.
No. Doesn't have the look. Kit Harington.
See, so Kit and Richard kind of look very similar to me. Like they just have that typical white British male look. I mean,
who's that?
Terrible, but
Kit and who?
Kit Harington and Richard Madden.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that played Icarus in Eternals, which I don't think you said you didn't watch Eternals.
No,
right?
I did not. A lot of these are really bad choices.
I don't know. That one's tough.
We've got
to pick a new Batman.
We've got Dacre Montgomery, the guy from Stranger Things. He was the attractive lifeguard
he was the mullet.
Yeah, all the older women wanted to bang.
Yeah, that's
Nicholas Hoult. No.
That's not good.
Brett Dalton.
Brett Dalton. Oh, okay, yeah.
No. The only ones that are good fits for this one is, I mean, Aaron Taylor Johnson, he could work out, and he's only 28. And then Jensen Ackles.
I see him better as Nightwing than I do Batman.
Yeah. And I mean, Jensen Ackles has voiced the role of Batman.
True.
In The Long Halloween and Under the Red Hood. Well, he was Red Hood in Under the Red Hood.
Red Hood, yeah. He wasn't Batman.
But he's young enough to play Batman.
How do we always get on Batman? I tried to go one fucking podcast without talking about fucking Batman.
Look, dude, he's a
Shit.
major player in DC.
I know, and I know James Gunn is good at what he does. I hope he doesn't pick someone stupid.
And now that we're talking about casting, so overall we kind of have to. But here's the one thing about Jensen Ackles is he's 44. However, he doesn't look 44, and that's 44, the thing.
No.
He doesn't necessarily have to be in his 30s to be a good choice. He just has to look like he's in his 30s. And Jensen Ackles looks like he's in his mid to like low or middle, early to mid 30s. Like 33 to 36. He looks like he fits the he looks like he could be Batman. That's what I'm going with.
Would not fit.
Who?
Chalamet would not fit.
For who?
Batman.
Chalamet is like 12, bro. Of course he wouldn't fit.
Michael B would not fit. Ben Barnes. I don't know. What do you think of that? Oscar Isaac, no. John Hamm, maybe if he was older.
You're fucking telling me
huh?
That nobody can see this man as Batman? This is Jensen Ackles as Batman.
Oh, in the cosplay, yeah.
Here's a close-up of his face as Batman. You're telling me you cannot see this man as Batman? This is the only role that could fit Batman, dude. In the new DCU.
I think it'd be a crazy, like, I think it'd be crazy if they do cast him. Like, I think it'd be good. I don't know if I don't think James Gunn will pull Jensen into it.
He might not, but who the fuck else is he going to get?
Someone's going to get hurt. If they cast Efron as Batman, that's...
If they casted Zac Efron as Batman, yeah, I would. The only Batman I would ever watch again is Robert Pattinson's.
I'll just watch freaking Michael Keaton on repeat.
Yeah. So I cannot.
I think Efron, as bad as a rep as he has from like the High School Musical days, I think he still would do a good Johnny Storm, just because Johnny was. He was always that like young asshole, just wants to show off and
right.
I'm gonna use my powers to get chicks. I could see Efron doing that. I think I like my Grimes casting better, but I think Efron could do it as well.
I mean, that other guy that I first originally said based off of his looks can do it. I think he would be a good Johnny Storm.
Which one?
The guy for Nightwing that you said, he was in something. Hicks or something?
Luke?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't know.
The one where I said I could see him as Nightwing and you did that. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
Okay. Tom Ellis as Bruce Wayne, Batman. It's not bad.
Tom Ellis.
Lucifer. He played Lucifer.
Oh, like in the show?
Series. Yeah. He definitely has that, like, billionaire feel to him. And he's 6 foot something. I think he's in his 40s, maybe late 30s.
He's the same age as Jensen Ackles. Same age as Jensen Ackles. And he
doesn't look it.
He looks around the same age as Jensen Ackles, like low, early to mid 30s. Yeah, I mean, Jensen Ackles, Jensen Ackles, and Tom Ellis. That's it. We're not getting any further into this because I'm fucking starving, and I would like to move along with the mashups and all that good stuff because that takes some time as well.
I don't think Ian fits very well.
I think Tom Ellis and Jensen Ackles would be the best choices to play Batman. I mean, it's very fucking difficult to.
That's a hard.
It really
hard to
is.
Cast.
It's
based off of the ones we've had over the years, that one's hard to.
Yeah.
Tom Welling, again, if they were doing a older Batman, probably. I think Tom would be good.
He was good as Superman.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some matchups. And 1v1.
Hell yeah.
So, Gremlin, if it's the first time you're watching, which I believe.
Oh yeah, Gremlin. Yeah. We gotta give him the rules.
Towards the end of our podcast, what we do is we have the Marvel and we have the DC encyclopedia of characters, and what we do,
AKA the Bibles.
The Bibles, yeah. And what we do is we pick a character from each universe, one from DC, one from Marvel, and we just kind of give a rundown of characters. And then we take a character from each book, and what we do is we pit them against one another and see who could win. So, are you on DC this week?
No, I'm Marvel this week.
You're Marvel?
Yeah, you did DC last week. Or, Marvel last one.
Amen. Yeah, exactly. Amen. Yep. So yeah, we'll pick a character, we'll pick a page, kind of give just a rundown. Sometimes the characters we pick are, I found a really cool one instantly, so I'm gonna stick with that.
I love that.
Most of the time, the characters we pick for like the knowledge-based ones, we don't necessarily know. Sometimes if there's some new news with Marvel or DC, we'll pick a character from that just because, some people don't know. And then other times, there's hundreds of DC and Marvel characters, so we like to learn. I have mine.
Okay.
If you're ready.
I've got a couple choices, and I think I have just found mine because this one looks neat.
I flipped to one page. The person, this character looks cool as shit. So that's why I picked it.
Word. I'm gonna go with this one. Yo, Boston, thank you for saving a civilian, bro.
All right, so this character's name is Hellspawn.
Love that. Oh, damn.
Right?
Hellspawn?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
He looks like a mix between fucking Iron Man, a Lantern, and freaking Ghost Rider is what he looks like. So his debut was Wild Cats #1, August of '92. He is 6'9", 375. He has Healing Factor, Chronokinesis, shape-shifting, phasing, and possession of others' bodies. His enemies include Superman, and his affiliations are Daemonites. A legendary, all-conquering warlord, Hellspawn ruthlessly expanded Daemonite hegemonology. Good lord, I picked a terrible one to fucking read. Over countless planets and peoples. But his ever-escalating exploits drove jealous rivals to unite in a plot to betray him. He was defeated and imprisoned within the Eye, a giant starship that would later become the headquarters of Covert Planetary Defense Squad Stormwatch, which we've talked about that, previously.
Yes.
When Harry Tanner, Stormwatch's immense of blades, inadvertently destroyed the Eye, wreckage rained down upon Earth, including Hellspawn's cell, which crashed down in the Himalayas. Here, the liberated Daemonite Lord established a new base, seeking to recreate his former dominance. His activities drew the attention of Superman, who fiercely engaged in Hellspawn in battle. The Daemonite overpowered the Kryptonian, and tried to win him over as an ally. Yo, Cal's like, what's good, dude? Boston, how we doing, y'all?
Hell yeah.
He overpowered the Kryptonian and tried to win him over as an ally, claiming they were both too good for the people they had tried to help.
Damn.
And advised Superman would eventually be betrayed just as he had been. Wow. Hellspont offered to ignore Earth if the Man of Steel assisted him in exacting revenge on the treacherous Damonites. Superman, of course, refused, sparking an inconclusive battle that raged across the mountains and only ended when Hellspont teleported away, doubtless to pursue his vengeful ambitions by any other means. Wow.
He looks badass.
This dude looks sick. I'm about to make this my background. And the fact that he went toe to toe with Superman, and it was just a all out, like, nobody won.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh. Also, while you're going to read yours, Gremlin, do me a favor and pick a page 1 through, I think it's like 350.
Something like that.
Yeah. Pick a number 1 through 351. And we'll pick a character off that page. 69, of course. We already did 69. There might be multiple on there, but we can try it.
My character of choice here is Scourge.
Scourge!
And he looks badass.
Isn't...
That is not Crossbones. That is Scourge.
Yeah. Okay.
So, that is like the 10th Scourge. There are a lot. And I will read off all the Scourges. So the first appearance of Scourge was Iron Man number 194, May 1985. Okay, I'll read off all the Scourges, the formers and currents, and then I will read a little bit about the thingy things. So the very first one was named Angel. His real name was Tom Holloway. He financed the Scourges of the underworld. Then there was Scourge number 1, gunned down the Enforcer and started killing criminals around the U.S. Scourge 2 killed Scourge 1 to keep him from talking. Scourge 3 left the group. He became an agent of the Red Skull. Scourge 4 killed Scourge 2 and then went after
his peanut butter sandwich.
And then went after Priscilla Lyons, who left the group. Scourge 5, which is Priscilla Lyons, left the Scourges, incurring their wrath. Caprice, Scourge number 6, master of disguise, espionage, brainwashing, and interrogation. Bloodstain, Scourge number 7, was a master of unarmed and armed combat. Domino, number 8, also known as Dunsinane.
What page are you on?
310.
I need to see this.
Encyclopedic knowledge of every costumed hero, villain, and organization. And then Demolition Man, aka Dennis Dunphy, is the newest Scourge, and that is him attacking Captain America with his own shield. Now, Scourge was the brother of the criminal known as the Enforcer. Outraged by his brother's behavior, Scourge got a gun, disguised himself as an old woman, and gunned down the Enforcer. He then became obsessed with traveling the country, ruthlessly exterminating criminal after criminal, all while disguised. Scourge was captured by Captain America and then shot by an unseen assailant. To date, there have been at least 9 Scourges of the underworld. Each Scourge has been assassinated by the following Scourge to keep the previous one from talking. The Scourges relied on an investigator named Domino to feed... Okay, so Domino was not a Scourge. Domino is what I'm about to tell you. An investigator named Domino to feed them information about their targets and helped kill countless villains. Baron von Strucker made Henry Hiccups.
Now you got him.
Made Henry Garrick force Jack Monroe, Nomad, to become a Scourge. Garrick later did the same thing to Demolition Man, turning him into a Scourge.
It's the Battle of the Scourges.
Yeah, for real, yo.
Oh my god.
So if you ever join the Scourges, just know
sure
that
you
you'll be
kill the other
killed
one.
by the following one, and you have to kill the previous one.
Let's see. Gremlin said 187.
187?
I'm not for sure. We may have already done this based off the character that I have.
I'm pretty positive that we did 187.
I think so, because I have Lobo.
Yeah, we've done Lobo.
We've already done Lobo. All right, Gremlin, one more page. He also said they got more Scourges than a ghetto baby mama.
Yeah, for real. Some would call a ghetto baby mom.
Good
Somebody
Lord.
would call her babies Scourges.
Jesus. Enough Scourges for a one family holiday.
Yep.
222.
222.
Ooh, I have multiple.
Oh man, these are stupid.
Mine are too.
Actually no, I've got one. Madam Hydra.
I mean, that's pretty fucking good.
First appearance, Captain America Steve Rogers, #1, July 2016. Damn, so she's only 7 years old.
Yeah, she's fairly new.
Real name
I have a very
Elisa.
dark sense of humor. My apologies, Gremlin. You fit right in. Trust me.
Real name Elisa Sinclair.
Mm-hmm.
Occupation Hydra leader. Base Washington D.C. Height unknown, weight unknown. Brown eyes, black hair. Special powers: powerful witch with the ability to cast believable illusions, increased longevity, form of clairvoyance, known as the Sight, and a formidable combatant. Originally the subversive organization Hydra restricted its membership to men only. The first female Hydra agent was Laura Brown. Another female operative seized command of Hydra's New York operations, took the name Madam Hydra, and battled Captain America. Eventually, she took the new alias, the Viper, and became one of the world's most dangerous terrorists. Another female Hydra agent, Madam Hydra the Sixth. So, please don't tell me that they just started fucking killing each other too.
Them. Yeah, I mean, this is Scourge all over again.
So named because 5 other Madam Hydras outranked her. Clashed with S.H.I.E.L.D. and allied with the Golden Claw. She committed suicide.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
To avoid capture. When Kabik, a living cosmic cube, recreated reality to turn Captain America into an agent of Hydra, Kabik inserted Alyssa Sinclair into Steve Rogers' life. In the reality that Kabik created, Alyssa was the new Madam Hydra and a powerful sorceress. She became one of the Hydra, Captain America's closest advisors, when he took over the United States. When Tony Stark's AI attempted to kill the evil version of Rogers, Sinclair teleported Rogers away and saved his life at the cost of her own.
So she's dead too.
Yes.
So she committed suicide.
No,
got brought back.
one of them committed suicide, and then another person, which was Alyssa Sinclair, got planted into Steve Rogers' life to become Madam Hydra #7 and ruin his life just to save his life in the end at the cost of her own life. Yeah.
Is her powers, basically.
Yeah. It seems that every Madam Hydra was a witch in some capacity, but that one was focused mainly on Alyssa Sinclair.
So this is not the one I'm picking, but this guy's enemy made me laugh.
Okay.
His name is Nightmaster, and his enemy is Lord Meh.
Lord Meh.
Just M-E-H.
That's awesome. Lord
All right,
Meh.
so against Madam Hydra, we have someone called Nightshade. Her name is Eve Eden. She is 5'8", 130 pounds, blue eyes, black hair. Powers and abilities: dimensional travel, creation of tangible shadows, and a shadow form. Her allies include Nemesis, Enchantress, and Tracy 13. Enemies include Eclipso, Gorilla Grodd, and Spectre. Affiliations include Suicide Squad, Justice League Dark.
Oh shit.
When Eve's mother took her and her brother Larry to the land of the Nightshades, Larry was abducted. Eve promised her mother that she would rescue him. She became a government agent, Nightshade, joining the Suicide Squad after Amanda Waller promised to help her find Larry. The squad discovered he was possessed by the Incubus. Deadshot killed him to destroy the vile being. Nightshade continued to fight mystic threats, including Eclipso, with supernatural team Shadowpack. Since Rebirth, she has competed with Deathstroke and worked as part of a group battling Dr. Manhattan on Mars. When the other kind targeted Earth's magical community, Nightshade provided an escape route that saved many lives before joining the battle against the witch goddess Hecate. So, I mean, she got some good powers and she's already been up against a witch. And seems like Madam Hydra just kills themselves.
Yeah. So
you ain't gotta worry about it.
Looks like Madam Hydra's losing this fight.
I think Nightshade takes that one.
Oh, man, I'm tired of losing.
I mean, sometimes we have like some really good battles,
Right.
and then there's others.
Yeah.
Where we have a lot more one-offs where it's a clear cut, like, yeah,
Right.
this one wins, and that happens more often than not.
This was one of the others.
Yeah, every once in a while, I think we actually come up with our own battles.
Yeah.
Are better than what we find in our books.
Well, yeah, it's because with a lot of them, you can create an actual fucking battle.
Yeah. Yeah. Like Amazo versus what I say his name was, what? That I forget what his name. That one I sent you the other day. I think that would be such a close battle.
Right.
The fuck was his name? Advent?
Yeah, it's
Regent
yeah.
versus Amazo would be absolutely insane. Basically, because they have the exact same powers from two different universes.
Right. I've got World of Warcraft opened up.
Thank you, sir.
I've got World of Warcraft opened up right now. Who called you attractive?
Is my buddy Chris from Indiana.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, I think Nightshade takes that one. No question.
100%.
But yeah, that is it for us. Gremlin, thank you for joining us and, sticking around and
hell yeah,
having a good time. Hey, just had a thought. Sorry, got back to the conversation about Martian Manhunter. Laz Alonso or Christopher Judge?
I could see both of them. Laz Alonso is Mother's Milk from The Boys.
Ooh, that would be good.
Yeah. And then
Christopher Judge is Kratos.
Yeah. I could see both of them.
Yeah, I could see both of those. That's a good one.
Fuck yeah, I like that.
Yeah, from Stargate. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I think, I think Gunn has a lot on his plate. with this whole recasting. You and I have talked about it in depth on and off stream. Yeah, I think they got a lot going on.
100%.
Kevin Hart as a Martian in the remake of Mars Attacks. Yeah. he's the leader.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. But yeah, he's got a lot on his plate. There's a lot of casting out there going around. You know, and we'll try to keep you guys posted as much as we can of what we find, what we see, and
100%.
Every other Sunday. Should be fun and interesting. Yeah, for sure. You know, we've talked about it. Gunn is an amazing, you know, I think he's very good. He should be top class when it comes to casting. And as far as a director / CEO of the new DCU, I think he's gonna make it go in the right direction.
1000%, bro.
I like it. But yeah, well, Gremlin, we do this every other Sunday. So not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday.
Yes, sir.
The following of Sundays, depending on if I'm on. Ooh, that's the week I'm gonna be traveling. So we'll see. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I may be dead on this futon over here with just a microphone talking about but we'll see what happens. What time is it here right now? It is 9:30 p.m.
Yes, sir. It is time for me to go.
Yep. Yep. I am gonna grab some food and
yeah,
I'm gonna play some Diablo with the wife.
Very nice.
Yep. East
All
Coast.
right,
yes,
you
sir.
beautiful
East
human
Coast,
beings. That's it.
Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for it's 4:24 a.m. Holy shit. What? Where the hell are you, Gremlin? 4:24. Is it Monday or Sunday there? Jesus Christ. Well, that'd be, you're either way ahead of us or you're way behind us.
Well, I don't think he's in the past, so I'm gonna assume that he's in the future.
I mean, he could be. He's Eastern Europe. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
Where is Sebastian Stan from? I have no clue.
Romania.
There you go.
It's such a random question, but there's your answer.
Yeah, you answered that so fucking quick too.
Yeah, he's Romanian.
That is where the gremlin is from. All right.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. Hey, well, I appreciate you. Get you some sleep, and we'll catch you next time. All right. You guys take it easy.
Laters.
We'll, yeah, have fun.